Historical milestones by the Kenyatta National Hospital and College of Health Sciences is successfully reimplanting a limb that had accidentally been severed by a shaft cutter machine. Another landmark surgery was the separation of Blessing and Favor, who were born conjoined. Tonight on Success Factor, we talked to Dr. Ferdinand Nangole, a reconstructive surgeon who led the team of specialists, including plastic surgeons, anesthetists, orthopedic surgeons, and nurses, to realize these and other historical achievements.
Yeah, my name is Dr. Nangole Wanchala. I'm a plastic reconstructive and aesthetic surgeon. I'm also a senior lecturer in the Department of Surgery, University of Nairobi. For the last 2-3 years, we've had a lot of landmark surgeries in the country as far as the field of plastic surgery is concerned. One of them is the reimplantation surgeries, where we were able to do our first hand reimplantation, after which we've managed to do 2-3 more of the hand reimplantation. And then we're also able to do a foot reimplantation surgery after road traffic accident. And then most recently also able to do a penile reimplantation surgery. You've
been a team leader in several surgeries. Which one would you say you're proudest of? Of course, I mean, you've interacted with different situations, different patients, but in terms of telling a success story of you in your particular field, when you look back, which one is very close to your heart and because of what?
I think the hand reimplantation, I think, is very close to my heart because, losing a hand and the right hand for that matter is really a big loss to the patient. And also this was something that we had not done before, so it was challenging. But we believed in ourselves and we said, yeah, let's see how we can go about it. And we were able to bring the teams together very fast. And also, the Uri was a very special patient in the sense that he took instructions very well. He was a very easy patient to work with. And I'm very happy that actually the outcome has been very, very good.
Where would you rate your surgeries in terms of people actually regaining the full function of whatever part that was dismembered?
The Uri, I'll say that is probably required 60-70% of his hand function back. He's been able to get that back. And he's right now able to use his hand. He's actually a border rider somewhere in Kiambu. And his sensation has almost fully recovered. But there's some small function that has not yet fully recovered. The other, how much of the other functions one will be able to recover, it also depends on how enthusiastic the patient is to come for the physiotherapy, to come for the occupational therapy. Because reimplantation is a one-day affair. But the physio and the occupational therapy is something that will take not less than 6 to 1 year.
In the case of the conjoined twins as well, that is another landmark surgery. When we talk about such a delicate procedure, for these girls, for instance, would they require additional surgery? In terms of following up on them, how are they now?
Blessing and Favor, if I remember their names. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the girls are doing very well. I have pumped into them in the hospital severally, and I think we must thank the hospital, Kenyatta Hospital, for having employed the mother. She's around, and the girls are doing very, very well. They're marvelous. They're up and about, and I think I think they've gone to school. I was also involved in that surgery, and actually I was the team leader, the plastic surgery team leader. The challenges for the conjoined twins was provision of coverage, because the backs were together. So once the backs were separated, then you're going to get a raw area on either side of the back, and that area needed to be covered by some skin Otherwise, if that is not possible, then the chances of them getting infection was very, very high. So as part of the team that participated in that, our role was to try as much as possible to be able to provide soft tissue coverage. And I'm glad that we managed. And the children have done very well. They'll need further surgeries, yeah, but I'm very sure that we will be up to the task.
Plastic surgery, generally reconstructive surgery, a lot of people still prefer to seek options abroad.
It is very sad to see that actually majority of the Kenyans, and not only Kenyans but majority of people in Africa, tend to have that feeling that for you to get good health care you have to go outside the country. The reality is actually, I'll say more than 95% of the medical cases can be handled very comfortably in this country, and I can tell you with very good results, because we've got expertise in every area in this country. Not only in plastic surgery, but in other fields, neurosurgery, orthopedic, urology, gynecology, all the areas we've got a lot of highly skilled specialists in this country. Maybe our only problem is that we are not marketing as aggressively as probably the Indians are doing, and that is probably the reason why people now think that, oh, India is better than here. We've handled a lot of complications of patients who've gone to India to have procedures done, and things have not gone on well, and they come back in our hands, and we keep on wondering why they went to there in the first place.
There are only about 3 or 4 other surgeons that can do what you do. So why are medicine students shying away from this particular concentration or area of expertise? And what would you like to say to them in terms of your field and what you've benefited from it yourself as Dr. Nangole?
Every year we get not less than 50 or 60 applicants who want to join our programs, and every year we only take about 4 or 5 students, so it is very, very competitive. My advice to the young doctors is, if you are passionate about plastic and reconstructive surgery, then please go for it. You will not regret. I think it is a good field. I think it's a field that will make you happy, and that is what we need, happiness in whatever we do. When we do such difficult cases and they come out better, the kind of joy and the kind of satisfaction that you get as an individual is worth more than anything else. So let them come. We are ready to train them. We are ready to make them climb the ropes and become better and even better plastic surgeons than ourselves.